Like, have you been in a situation where your tailor will disappoint you, they will spoil customers' clothes, and because you know that you don't know how to cut, you don't know how to sew. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite internet tailor back again with another video. Let me not say a lot of you, a few of you have been asking me this particular question. Some people want to know whether it is possible or whether they should open their tailoring business and give it to somebody else to run. Now, this is somebody who doesn't have any idea when it comes to cutting, sewing, running a fashion brand, and I want us to talk about it. Somebody said, a user said, I want to open a tailor shop for somebody to manage. How do I go about it and the profit aspect? That's one comment somebody dropped for me on YouTube, and somebody else dropped like another comment similar to this, saying that they want to open a shop, give it to somebody to manage, and they have no idea, like they don't know how to cut, they don't know how to sew, but they know that running a fashion business like tailoring is the in thing right now. Everybody knows that fashion, not even now, it's been like this since like ages to come. Okay, there's a lot of money in fashion, but you can only make money from something you understand. So if someone comes to me today, now today is, I don't even know what today's date is. I think today is in 23rd of June 2024, and tells me, Ada, I want to open a tailoring shop. I want to rent tailors. I don't know how to cut. I don't know how to sew. I will tell them to dead that idea, kill that idea, destroy that idea. Because there are a lot of things that are involved in running a tailoring shop. It is not just for you to buy fabric, buy a machine, get tailors. So one thing I always tell people, if you want to learn, if you want to open a tailoring shop, if you want to open your own fashion business, okay, you must have two skills or one of the two. You understand me? You cannot not have one of these two skills I want to mention. One, you must learn how to cut and sew. You must know how to cut and sew. I like that you have, even if it's a basic idea, you know how to cut basic blouse, basic skirt, basic gown. At least you can match machine. Let me go down to, you know, how we talk on the street. At least you feel match machine. You understand? I always advise that people have that technical know-how, okay? You know how to do one or two things. Because if your tailors find out that you don't know how to cut, you don't know how to sew, they are going to show you pepper. And I always believe that if you are the leader, you are the head, you run a business, at least you can tell somebody, oh, you're not doing this the right way. For example, I have an assistant right now. She learned from somewhere else. She's very good with her sewing. But there's how I like my sewing to be done. There's how I like my gumming to be done. There's how I like my ironing to be done. There's how I like my armhole shaping to be done. And some of the times when she's working for me, I'm like, oh no, do it this way. Oh no, do it this way. So you now, you don't know how to cut, you don't know how to sew, you don't even know how to do the gumming, all those things. It is not like people have not done it like this. For some people, like I know somebody, she doesn't know how to cut, she doesn't know how to sew, and she's running a successful fashion business. Do you know the kind of tears she cries at night? Like, have you been in a situation where your tailor will disappoint you, they will spoil customers' clothes, and because you know that you don't know how to cut, you don't know how to sew, you don't even know what it means for the armhole to be properly shaped, or for the shoulder lines to be properly shaped, or for the hips and everywhere to be properly shaped, they're just going to give you what is more like garbage in, nonsense out. You understand me? Now, most people are like, oh, they want to get a manager. See, nobody will carry your business on your head like you, especially when the business is just starting out. Do you understand me? Nobody will carry your business on their head. Let me repeat it again. Especially when the business is just starting out. The second thing that you must have, at least if you don't even know how to cut and sew, you should be very creative. Like when I mean creative, you can illustrate your designs. You are very good with coming up with designs. You can illustrate those designs. You can interpret those designs to your tailor, okay? And if they give you a mannequin, right, you can at least drape the design with fabric on the mannequin. At least that will give you an edge. Because it will be ojoro cancel ojoro, like 0-0 for you. You don't know how to cut, you don't know how to sew, you don't know how to design, you don't know how to illustrate. You are literally bringing nothing to the table on your business. And some people are like, oh, Ada, I can get somebody who will be coming up with designs for me. Yes, you can, but this business is just starting out. Are you pouring? See, if you start a business, and the business is not making money yet, right? You start a business, and at the day one of the business, you have an illustrator, you have 3 tailors, you don't even know, you've not even understood the market to know that, okay, this is what goes in this particular time of the year, or this is what is trending now. There's just a lot. When you want to open a tailoring shop, you don't know how to cut, you don't know how to sew, you don't see. If you want to open a tailoring shop and you want to give somebody to manage that shop, at least run that business yourself. At least you would have run the business yourself for like 1 year, 2 years, so you have a business structure. So when you are bringing in a manager meets a structure on ground that they know they will follow. Do you understand me? It's like you come to a house and like, oh, I want to move into this house, and the house is just like, they've not put windows, they've not put doors, they've not put anything. You just tell your wife, oh yeah, or you tell your husband, oh yeah, this is where we are living. The floors are not hard, there's no bed, there's nothing. That is what it's like when you just open a business, you've not run the business before, and you want to get a manager, because there's no structure to follow. A manager cannot come and structure your business for you. Even if you get consultants, they would consult for 3 weeks, they'll consult for 1 month, they'll consult for 3 months, and they will go. The brunt of running a business, right? The success of that business lies first of all on the CEO, the chief executive, the owner of the business. So I always advise that before you get a manager, run your business, so that when for example, now I know that for some body size, right? Some body sizes have a body size. Choose one. 2 yards. Oh, my scarf. Oh my God. Let me put it back. My steez. Oh my God. Sure, you see my you people. Sure, you see the wildlife person. Sure, you people can see. You people can see the wildlife person. Okay, I know that for some body size, right, 2 yards can sew an A-line gown. Okay, I know that because I've done that time after time, right? I've been in my mom's shop where she makes an A-line gown for somebody who is like a size 10, okay, a size 11 with 2 yards, depending on the style. Now, you have not run a business. You have not tried that out. All you know is you bought fabric, you bought everything, you kept it in your shop, and you come back, 6 years of fabric you kept. Your tailor or your manager is telling you that they use 6 years to make just a small A-line gown for a size 8. Now, because you've not done that, you've not run the business, you've not cut over and over again, and you'll be like, you've not even showed them. Because see, every fashion home has how they cut, they have how they sew. Everybody love how they have how they do their things, and there's a way they love to do their things. Let me not bite my tongue. There's a way they love to do their things. Do you understand me? So they can just come and tell you, we use 3 yards per person, or we use 4 yards per person, and that's why the fabric is not remaining. And because you've not run your business before, you will just collect it like that, and you'll be running at loss. I'm sorry to say this, but me and you know that if you've had Nigerian tailors, at least from the stories I've heard and I've seen, they can show you shege. They can steal from you. They can steal from you because of your ignorance, because they know that, oh, she doesn't really know how to calculate these things. They will steal your fabric, they'll steal your sewing supply, and they can dish out nonsense for you. Another thing is, tailors can disappoint. Sometimes, like especially during Christmas and all these things, you have like your die-hard customers, and they're like, oh, I want an urgent dress, and your tailors, they've gone on holiday. You might even call some of them, they will not pick their call. If you can cut and sew, you can as well deliver to your tailor, to your customer. Do you understand? You can as well deliver to your customer. So one emphasis on one point I want to make very clear here is, you must have a business structure before you can get a manager to manage that business for you. Are we together? The next thing I want to talk about is expertise. Now, there are some people that they don't make bespoke, okay? They do just ready to wear. There's some people that don't do ready to wear, they do just bespoke. There's some people that their line like this, they will do only trousers and shorts. There are some people that they do just boo-boos. There are some people that you see that thing called corset does not concern them. They don't want to hear, they don't want to see, they don't talk about it. While there are some people that this corset, they don't decide saying on top of that corset they will die. Like they are going to remain on top of that corset because that is where they are making their millions. Now, when it comes to running a tailoring shop, it is you, the owner of that business, that knows the direction you want to head that business to. Whether it's bespoke, whether it's ready to wear, you are the one that know how you want to direct that business to. You might be like, oh, corset is trending now, I want to do corset. You can get tailors, and tailors can just do easy ready to wear sewing. They can't do corset, and you want to channel your business to corset or bespoke or bustiers. They might do basic. There are some that are even well grounded in corset, trouser, everything. They can sew it, but you know how you want to present your brand, because branding is not just label and carton. It is the experience your customers get. It is the feel, it is the finishing, it is everything they get from your business. You know how you want to represent that business online. You know the designs you want to create. So your expertise, is it expertise or expertise? Expertise. I'll choose that one because I like it. Your expertise is needed in that business. First of all, Dangote started with selling sugar. Is it sugar or salt? Sugar. If you're in Nigeria, the guy is the biggest sugar seller in Nigeria. He started with selling sugar. Then he started selling salt. I think he was selling sugar and salt together. But sugar, salt, now then he delved into selling of seasoning cubes. Once upon a time we had Dangote noodles, but after a while I feel he understood that this one is not working well. So he just cut out that noodles part and he has focused on sugar, salt, seasoning cubes. So you see that when you run your business yourself, or when you are the head of your business, even if you have a manager, you have a working structure, you have tested the market with different products and you know the one you like, you know the one that appeals to your audience, you will now be the one with your expertise to channel how you want your business to go. Do you understand me? So you need to be grounded in something. You need to understand the market. You need to understand what to do with your business. Now, the next thing a lot of you forget is that when you open a business, it doesn't break like that first 1 or 2 years of the business. You don't get as much profit as you invested into that business initially. Some people feel like, oh, I will just open my shop, get tailors, post on WhatsApp or post on Instagram, people will rush in. Do you know how many tailors we have in Nigeria? Do you know how many pristine designers we have in Nigeria? They are countless. See, Nigerian designers now are your Odogu versus my Odogu, your bespoke versus my bespoke. They are very good. So you are entering a market that is highly competitive, right? And you are, is it accruing? What's the word? You are gathering a lot of expenses, running expenses, when you've not gotten profit. Do you understand me, guys? You are gathering a lot of running expenses when you've not gotten profit. If you see me looking like this, you guys, I'm trying to check if my camera is still recording. You are gathering a lot of running expenses when you've not started making enough profit. See, that you're making sale doesn't mean you're making profits. You can be making sale, but you might not be making profits. So I want you to understand that. Making sale, oh, you sold 10,000 pieces, you sold 1,000 pieces. But by the time they calculate down to everything you spent producing that piece, you might end up gaining 500 naira. In this economy, 500 naira is your profit. Error. Do you understand me? So you need to limit the expenses you're running, like you're running expenses when you're just starting out. And that's why if you know how to sew, or if you have maybe one tailor in addition to yourself minus manager, because do you think it's just about getting a manager? If you get a manager, get a tailor, right? Or tailors. Whether you make profit, not make profit, you must pay. At least if you don't pay tailors, because most people do tailors per dress, right? If you don't pay tailors, you must pay your manager. You must pay your manager. So imagine you're just starting out, you've not started making profit, and you're having to dish out money that you don't have. You are taking from a purse that is not the business, that is not the profit from the business to run the business. Sometimes it's good when the business is just starting out, but let it not be too overbearing. And that's why you see a lot of people that went into fashion, a lot of people who opened tailoring home, after 1 year or 2 years, they are closing it down, they are selling off their sewing machines. Why do you think they do that? It's because of these type of things. Okay? Nobody will carry your business on their head like gala seller, like you. There's this lady I want to make reference to. Her name is Bam Babysitting. She's on Instagram. She sells baby things. She's always posting. She's always posting. If not that, I've bought a lot of my baby things when I had my son Alexander. Of course, I know that if I have my second baby, by the time I want to have my second baby, I must patronize Bam, because she's always posting, she's showing her products, she's networking, she's commenting. A manager will not do that for you. Now, you can say, oh, I can employ a social media manager. Yes. But even when you employ a social media manager, you have to understand how social media works, how the whole networking thing works. So you can tell them, okay, this is what I want you to do with my page. Because they've met something on ground that they can build on. Do you understand me? Nobody will be so diligent about opening your shop early if you're not there to open it early. Nobody will be so diligent to make sure that they finish the seams properly if they've not watched you do it properly. You can say, oh, I can have a manager. If the manager is not giving you the quality you want, you understand? So that is why I'm not against you getting a manager. Of course, as a business expands, as a business grows, you can get 5 tailors, you can get 6 tailors, you can get 10 managers, you can do whatever you want to do with your business, okay? But there need to be a working structure, expertise, okay? You have to start small, build small, before you now blow, like the way we say in Nigeria, before you break through or you break even, you understand? If you must, okay? If you must open a tailoring shop and you want to give it to somebody to manage and you want to get tailors, you must at least run that shop for a little while. So you understand how running a business when it comes to cost of fabric, cost of running generator, because when in Nigeria we don't have stable electricity, cost of buying fuel, sewing supply, where to buy those sewing supply, where to get it cheaper, your fabric combinations. You must have develop a structure that when a manager comes in, they can work with you, they can build on what you have there already, so you don't get frustrated. You understand? So this is everything I have to say on this matter. If you have other questions you want me to address on this channel, let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched up to this point and you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share, okay? If you're watching from Facebook, make sure you like, make sure you share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. It's been a while I filmed a sit down video, so you forgive me if I am not talking well. Okay, let's start.